The UK government is confident it will beat a race against time to keep the British steel furnaces running after taking control of the plant from Chinese owners Jingye this weekend. Civil servants and steel workers were rushing to secure the raw materials to keep the Scunthorpe site's furnaces going, which supply Network Rail, before they run out of time. But Number 10 has now said it is confident it will secure the supply of materials with 2 ships docked nearby and another on its way to the UK. It comes after Business Secretary Jonathan Reynolds declined to guarantee on Sunday that the government could get enough raw materials before existing supplies run out. Union officials said earlier they were hopeful that the materials needed to keep furnaces burning at the plant will be delivered within the next 48 hours. The Prime Minister's official spokesman has now confirmed to journalists that the government is now confident in securing the supply of materials needed. Keir Starmer's spokesman also confirmed that they will be working with the management to identify further raw materials needed to keep a steady pipeline and to keep the furnaces burning. 2 ships carrying materials are docked at Immingham Port in North Lincolnshire, with a 3rd ship currently en route off the coast of Africa, making its way to the UK, he said. Number 10 would not say whether money had been exchanged for the materials and said they would reach the plant in the coming days. So, what's been going on? MPs and Lords passed an emergency law on Saturday giving the UK government control of the Lincolnshire site to prevent the owners closing the furnaces, risking almost 3,000 jobs. It's now crucial for the government to find enough new raw materials to keep the furnaces going, as if their temperature drops too low, it is nearly impossible to switch them back on. But dozens of businesses, including steel producers Tata and Raynham Steel, have offered to help. The government and unions have also appeared to criticise Jingye for their approach. Treasury Minister James Murray said this morning the government was negotiating in good faith with Jingye, but when it became clear they were accelerating the plans to close the blast furnaces, we had to step in. And Roy Rickus of the Community Steelworkers Trade Union said Jingye was seen to be working against the business by not ordering raw materials and turning away supplies. He claimed they wanted to close the blast furnaces, so they were going to import steel from China to run through our mills. Downing Street also insisted it was not aware of any sabotage attempts at the steelworks, but that Jingye wanted to shut the blast furnaces, which wasn't an outcome we wanted. What did the business secretary say? Speaking to the BBC on Sunday, Jonathan Reynolds said, and I quote, "If we hadn't acted, the blast furnaces were gone, steel production in the UK, primary steel producing would have gone." He also said, and I quote, "So we've given ourselves the opportunity. We're in control of the site. My officials are on site right now to give us the chance to do that." But he argued to Sky News that he did not think the Chinese government was behind Jingye's rejection of the UK government's offer of £500 million of support for British steel. However, he said that he actually thinks they will understand why we could not accept the proposition that was put to us in terms of losing that essential national capacity. Reynolds also admitted the government expects to lose money running British Steel, but that allowing it to collapse would have cost £1 billion and the loss of Virgin UK steelmaking. British Steel has announced Alan Bell as Interim Chief Executive Officer and Lisa Coulson as Interim Chief Commercial Officer, with immediate effect on Monday. What do you make of the race against time at British Steel? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and follow City AM for all the latest on this and other stories.